The global economy has seen a major slump since March when the coronavirus outbreak forced markets to slow down. But, when you're among the richest families in the world, there's very little that can really affect you. So, here are the top 10 richest families in the world. Number 10. The Albrecht Family. Net worth, $41 billion. Kicking off the list of the top 10 richest families in the world are the Albrechts. Two brothers, Theo and Karl, took over their parents' grocery store after being on duty during World War II. Over the years, these two brothers updated the grocery store into Aldi, a nationwide German chain of discount supermarkets. They, however, split in 1960 and formed their own companies, Aldi Nord and Aldi Süd. Today, there are more than 10,000 stores between the two branches, Aldi Nord, Aldi Süd. Come 1979, Theo's side of the family even bought Trader Joe's, transforming it into a chain with more than 350 stores. It's still owned by the Albrecht Family Trust. The sons, Theo Jr. and Berthold, split Aldi Nord between them. Karl's children, Karl Albrecht Jr. and Beat Heister, on the other hand, inherited their father's wealth after he died in 2014. Number 9. The Boehringer von Baumbach Family. Net worth, $45.7 billion. There are two richest families in the world that hail from Germany. The first is the Boehringer von Baumbach family and the second is the Albrecht family. In 1885, Albert Boehringer founded a German pharmaceutical company called Boehringer Ingelheim. The company is now over 130 years old but continues to thrive. The Boehringer family, along with the von Baumbachs, remain in control of the company several generations later. The times of the coronavirus, the company is screening more than 1 million compounds that could identify potential molecules and help fight the virus. Boehringer Ingelheim is a German pharmaceuticals company with more than 130 years of history. All told, these two families possess fortunes totaling just under $52 billion. Number 8. The Johnson Family. Net worth, $46.3 billion. The wealthiest family in Yankee New England is exactly what you'd expect. He Johnsons, led by polymathic patriarch Edward Ned Crosby III, built a $46.3 billion fortune with Fidelity Investments, whose products shape the finances of about 32 million people worldwide. His daughter, Abigail Abby Pierrepoint Johnson, now Chief Executive Officer of the family business, is among the most influential people in money management. Edward C. Johnson I founded a mutual fund firm in Boston in 1946, which has now turned into an empire, managed by his granddaughter, Abigail. According to Bloomberg, in recent times, it's been under pressure to slash fees and commissions as investors increasingly abandon actively managed strategies for low-cost index funds and ETFs. Even the family's other businesses like the Seaport Hotel in Boston had to furlough 400 workers in March. The grandfather of Fidelity Investments CEO Abigail Johnson founded the privately held investment giant in 1946. The Boston-based billionaire shares her fortune with 3 generations of her family. Number 7. The Wertheimer Family. Net worth, $54.4 billion. The Wertheimer family fortune dates back to 1920s Paris when Pierre Wertheimer funded designer Coco Chanel, Bloomberg reports. His grandsons, brothers Alain and Gerard Wertheimer, control Chanel today, which generated $12.3 billion in revenue last year. They own vineyards in France and Napa Valley and breed and race thoroughbreds. French high fashion house Chanel is legendary for the timeless little black dress, the No. 5 perfume, and the deceased, high-profile designer Karl Lagerfeld, who died on February 19, 2019. Brothers Alan and Gerhard Wertheimer now co-own the company that their grandfather staked with founder Gabrielle Coco Chanel. Number 6. The Hermes Family. Net worth, $63.9 billion. When you hear of Hermes, you think of Birkin bags, beautiful silk scarves, and the signature H belts. Hermes became a global luxury brand, and ended up on everyone's wish lists, due to the efforts of Jean-Louis Dumas. He was the chairman of the Hermes Group from 1978 to 2006 and the artistic director. Its origins trace back to the 1800s when Thierry Hermes began making riding gear for noblemen. Sadly, he passed away in 2010. However, family members Pierre-Alexis Dumas and Axel Dumas continue to be the artistic director and the chairman, respectively. French fashion house and luxury purveyor Hermes has dazzled the world with its signature scarves, neckties, and perfumes as well as its iconic Kelly and Birkin handbags. Back in the 19th century, Thierry Hermes fashioned riding apparel for the aristocracy. Today, the company adorns basketball royalty, LeBron James. Fusing old school and new technology, a line of Hermes Apple watches sells for $1,300 to $2,000 and up a piece. The luxury goods dynasty Hermes is the basis for the Dumas family fortune. Fast forward to the 1970s, and descendant Jean-Louis Dumas took the company globally. Today, Pierre-Alexis Dumas is the artistic director and Axel Dumas is the company chairman, according to the Hermes Group's website. Number 5. The Ambani Family. Net worth, $81.3 billion. Mukesh Ambani and his family are obviously the only Indians among the top 10 richest families in the world. Reliance Industries was founded in 1957 by Dhirubhai Ambani, which was then divided between his sons, Mukesh and Anil, following his death in 2002. Mukesh Ambani today leads one of the biggest Mumbai-based conglomerates, and Reliance Industries owns the world's largest oil refining complex. His home, the famous Antilla, is one of the most expensive private residences in the world. Mukesh Ambani's kids, Akash, Aisha, and Anant Ambani, have joined the family business. The Ambani family's wealth lies in Reliance Industries, a conglomerate in India that owns the biggest oil refining complex in the world. It owns businesses all throughout India, including companies in the retail and telecommunications sectors. Indian industrial conglomerate Reliance Industries, the only Asian company on our list, can be the least well known to common people. Nevertheless, CEO Mukesh Ambani, whose late father founded the company in 1957, is number 13 on Forbes' 2019 list, overseeing the company's refining, petrochemicals, oil, gas, and textiles. His brother Anil manages telecommunications, asset management, entertainment, and power generation. Anil's elder son, Anmol, is the executive director of Reliance Capital. Number 4. Al-Saud. Net worth, $95 billion. This one probably doesn't surprise you considering that al-Saud is UAE royalty. Thanks to their oil mines, they're richer than you can imagine. Al-Saud is the house that has been in power in the UAE for the last 88 years and turned the desert into a gold mine. The total wealth controlled by its estimated 15,000 extended members is unfathomable. Their sources of income are brokering government deals, land deals, and to establish businesses that aim at servicing the state in any way possible. In fact, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, son of Saudi's 7th monarch, is said to have assets worth more than $1 billion. The House of Saud, the Saudi royal family, has a monarchical history extending back nearly a century. The family's massive fortune, estimated at $100 billion, has grown thanks to decades of payments from the Royal Divan, the king's executive office. Ties with Saudi Aramco, the world's most profitable company and a behemoth of the oil industry, ensure that the Saudi royal family continues to accumulate wealth. It's difficult to accurately assess the wealth of the House of Saud, in part because the family contains as many as 15,000 extended members, many of whom have founded businesses, received government contracts and more. Number 3. The Koch Family. Net worth, $109.7 billion. 4 brothers, Frederick, Charles, David, and William, inherited their father's oil firm. But following a family feud in the 1980s, Charles and David took over the reins of the firm, while Frederick and William left. The firm then grew into Koch Industries and minted the staggering annual revenue of about $115 billion. Last year, David Koch passed away. Charles Koch, on the other hand, continues to be the CEO. Charles and David Koch owe their staggering fortune to an oil business founded by their father, but today are perhaps better known to the general public for their politics, digging into their deep pockets to place their stamp on politics, financing candidates and libertarian think tanks, funding university professorships, and lobbying for policy positions, all aimed at furthering a conservative agenda. The brothers are worth an estimated $50.5 billion each, tied for the number 11 spot on the Forbes billionaire list. David Koch passed away in August 2019, leaving his $53 billion fortune to his wife Julia Fleischer-Koch. She is now the 4th richest woman in the world after L'Oréal heiress Françoise Bettencourt-Meyers, Mackenzie Bezos Scott, and Walmart heiress Alice Walton. Number 2. The Mars Family. Net worth, $120 billion. You may be surprised to know that your favorite treats, Snickers, Mars, M&Ms, and Twix, come from the same factory, belonging to Mars Incorporated. Mars is the Walmart of candy, a multi-generational family business that is ubiquitous, cheap, and popular. Today the company is better known for making M&Ms than for its eponymous Mars bar. Frank Mars learned to hand-dip chocolates as a schoolboy and went on to build the successful Mars Incorporated. However, more than half of the company's $38 billion revenue comes from pet care products. In 2017, the world's largest candy company diversified with the purchase of VAC, a pet care company, for $9.1 billion. 5 generations of the Mars family have been a part of the business. Siblings Jacqueline and John Mars, whose grandfather Frank Mars founded the company, each has a net worth of $23.9 billion, tied for number 33 in 2019 on the Forbes annual list of billionaires. The company is now being run by some of their children, the fourth generation of Mars family members, with Victoria Mars currently holding the chairperson's post. Number 1. The Walton Family. Net worth, $215 billion. Walmart is among the biggest retail chains in the world as far as revenue goes. They have sales worth $524 billion in more than 11,000 stores worldwide. The Walton family has been minting money for over 3 generations now and continues to hold about half the stake in the company even today, which is why they acquire the top spot among the wealthiest families in the world. Currently, Stuart Walton is the director of the company. The Waltons are the richest family in America and by some measures the wealthiest clan in the world. At the top of the value chain, in 2019, Jim and Alice Walton are each worth more than $44 billion and ranked number 16 and number 17, respectively, on Forbes' annual list of billionaires. Walmart is a retail behemoth. Founded by Sam Walton in Arkansas in 1962, Walmart is now the world's largest company, by 2019 revenues, with $514.4 billion, and over 1.5 million U.S. associates, according to its corporate website. If those people constituted their own city, it would be the 4th most populous American city, after New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. The company operates nearly 12,000 retail stores worldwide and 5,362 stores in the U.S., as of August 2019. Best known for big box stores in rural and suburban America, celebrated for its low-priced products and excoriated for its labor practices. The company failed to bring its big box consumer lifestyle to New York City, unlike its competitor Target. With that here, we come to the end of our video. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you never miss any video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Thanks for watching.